time, and there is nothing wrong with it. There's one other point I wanted to make very quickly, because you spoke about Jesus being disrespectful because he called his mother, what did you say, a woman? So is that
yeah, when they went to the wedding, no, it's in the Bible. Islam doesn't say. They say the Quran says he's righteous, he's pious man, you know. But the Bible claims they went to the wedding. She asked him to make wine, to turn water into wine, and he called a woman. What's it got to do with you? Blah blah blah, something like that. So that's disrespectful. You wouldn't call your mum woman. I would.
Well, hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on.
I might call my wife.
Hold on. Let me just say to you very quickly. Yeah. It's interesting. So I want to make one more point before I turn back over to Gary about what you perceive to be disrespectful and what actually is disrespectful. So, if your contention is that Jesus was disrespectful for saying that word, how then would you describe Mohammed and his treatment of Safiyya?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, let me tell you. You know the story of Safiyya, right?
No.
Okay, let me tell you.
I'm not going to say no, I'm not going to lie.
In the chapter of Bukhari, I'm going to give you the direct quote in a moment. In the chapter of Bukhari, yeah?
Find it. So Safiyya, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I got the biography right here.
It's in Bukhari. Yeah, what happened once your brother's looking for it? What happened was that Mohammed killed her father, her uncles, and her husband.
Is it in war?
Pardon?
Is it in war?
We'll come to that in just a moment.
I want to know how.
I'm going to tell you in a moment.
Okay.
He killed them, and they say that it was in a battle. But prior to that, in Bukhari, it's made clear that Muhammad saw her and was spellbound by her beauty. It says that he gave up 7 slave women for her, killed her husband, and then took her as a wife. But it said he waited for a period before he consummated the so-called marriage. Yeah, the so-called marriage.
That's how it is in Islam, 3 months.
But hold on, no, this was 30 days. Yeah, this was 30 days. All I'm saying to you is, where is the morality in that story if you compare it to Jesus describing his mother as a woman, and that's so terrible? What would you suggest about a man who you say is a prophet of Almighty God Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this man would kill the husband of a woman, kill her father, kill her uncles, then take her and then say it's my wife?
Killing, there's 2 different killing here.
Yes.
Now,
Two different types of killing.
Yes, if you're going to go to a battle, and you fight, obviously them women, they're going to end up with no husband. But in the end of the day, if you're telling me that he went to their house and killed her husband and her father without any, basically it's like not in war, I don't think that would have happened.
Right, let me just say to you.
And I'm sure he's going to find it.
If you go to if you go to Sahih Bukhari,
if it's a war, it's a battle.
But it wasn't a war. Sahih
Did you hear me say it wasn't a war?
Volume 1, Book 8.
Do you know?
No, we don't deny that.
Don't jump to conclusions.
No one's denying what you're saying.
He says it was a war.
No one's denying what you're saying. No one's denying it. No one's denying.
Did you say in the battle?
No one's denying what you're saying. If you say it in the hadith and it's authentic, then we take it as Muslims.
Was it in the battle?
It was a battle, and he came. He came and talked.
It's a battle.
It was a battle. It was a Qadwa. Qadwa is a battle.
Because that's why I said to you, I don't think he went to his house and killed them.
So if we go to battle, all of us now, and then I kill all the people, and we have a big war, and all the men dead. Yeah. What we're gonna do? Are we gonna kill the women as well? And this is to show you, stop. You know what? You showed a beautiful point, my brother. Beautiful point. That the Muslims, we never killed innocent people, bro. Women and children, we never killed them.
After.
We took them as captives. Okay, and that's normal in war, bro. From the beginning of time, when the man was having war, they'll take the women and children as captives. Stop. Let me. Give me one.
Yes, sir.
Let me just give you one more point. Just give one more point. Go ahead. Give one more point. Because I didn't come in here to debate. I just come in here to throw my
spirit. I like your spirit.
I just came in here just to make that one point. Yeah.
He ran off before.
He's gone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
He's gone before I even read it.
Respect, guys. Respect.
You came and you ran off, then you come back.
No problem.
What's happening?
No problem.
The other guy's now gone.
I'll give you the spice, you know. So what I'm saying to you now, brother.
Where's he gone?
He's gone. The truth.
What I'm saying, in war, that does happen, and I'm not saying to you that it's wrong because I can't say something that the Prophet ﷺ done was wrong because he took her as a captive. Then, you know when they take people as captives, what do they do with them?
You mean
In war.
slaves? Take them as slaves.
They make them as slaves, yeah? And that's just the way it goes in war.
Yeah, but the men were allowed to take the women.
Stop.
And then do
And what did he do
wanted
to her?
with
What
them.
did he do to her? What did he do with her? After?
Mohammed?
Yeah, what did he do with her after?
Well, we have to be very careful because we can use semantics and make it seem really flowery and acceptable what he did.
No,
What
I'm
he did-
saying, what did he do after with her? Did he rape her? Did he abuse her? What did he do after with the woman? He married her. Stop. Say, you see when you're mentioning the story?
Yes.
As Muslims, we like to mention the whole story.
No,
He
I was
married
going
her.
to mention.
Yeah.
I was going to
Married-
mention
yeah.
that he married her. Yeah. But what he did. Well, hold on one moment because we're going too far ahead. Do you understand? He had seen her beauty before. Yeah. Before.
Before the war.
Before.
But how though? If they were fighting? in
Sir,
the war?
hold on. I can tell you.
How?
I can tell you.
How?
Just 1 minute.
I've got the proof as well, so
minute.
we can both find it. It's not an issue. Did it say that hadith is after? I know what hadith you're talking about. That hadith is after after he married her. Look, listen to that. What you're saying now, yeah? He says, look, to open the front from the beauty of Safiyya whose husband had been killed while she was a bride, was mentioned to Allah's Messenger. The Prophet selected her for himself and set out with her.
That's
and
right.
when he reached a place called Sidwa as Sabwa, Safiyya became clean from her menses. Then Allah's Messenger married her. Meaning that after the battle, he saw her beauty. Yes. So if I go to war and we've killed everyone in that place that there is because we're warring, and then I see a beautiful woman, and I say I'm going to take her, yes, as a captive.
About her consent.
But
About her consent. Sorry, no.
no. But what I'm saying to you, no, we're not talking about.
Can I ask you a question? Was Muhammad a prophet of Almighty God?
Why are we
Allah?
changing the subject? Let's stick on the subject because
Sir, no, this is very important.
No.
This goes with what you're saying.
No.
Was
Let's
Muhammad a prophet?
No, because I don't want to get. You see me, I'm a basic
Sir,
person.
this is
I'm
very
very
basic.
I'm
This
very
is as basic as we're
No,
gonna get.
I mean, as in, I want to stay to the subject because if you slip it
Sir,
now,
no,
I'm
this
going to
is the
lose
same
it.
thing.
No, let's stay to this.
This is the same thing.
So when you said he saw her beauty after the battle. He never saw her beauty while the battle, before the battle. How could he have saw the beauty before the battle if she was in her village and somewhere else? He's come to war, they fighted, killed, and then they've taken the women and children as captives. So remember, in Islam, we don't go around killing innocent people. That's first of all, yeah? The women, they get taken as captives, yeah? As any war. We're not going to leave them to fend for themselves because Muslims, we have compassion with the children and women. So we're not going to leave them as captives. That's first of all. And that's in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's 1438 years ago.
You do realise that
So-
you do realise that Safiyya, according to Bukhari, was mentioned to the Prophet prior to the war.
No, how? Show me.
Well, hold on a second.
Show me.
I'm just asking you. Yeah, do you accept that?
No, I don't accept it. Show
Okay,
me the
right.
proof.
Just hold on 1
Show me
minute.
the proof.
Hold on 1 minute.
Show me the proof.
Hold on just 1 moment. I'm going to show it to you. 1 minute.
And let's get to the point that you're trying to make as well. What is the point that you're
I'm
trying to
going
make?
to come and make. That's the reason why I asked you, was Muhammad a prophet? You understand? Before I give you this.
Prophet and a messenger.
But hold on. And would you accept that a prophet and a messenger is held to a higher standard than ordinary men, according to Almighty God Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Would you accept that the prophet is held to a higher moral standard?
Because the prophet, of course, is.
Pardon?
Of course, is.
Of course he is. Explain to me then how you, as a reasonable man, can stand here and tell me that it would be acceptable for a man not to understand the suffering that a woman would be going through after you have killed her. Just hold on. I'm just saying to you, after you've killed her husband, you've killed her father and her uncles, then you're captivated by her beauty, and then you say, I'm going to take her as a wife, which means literally you're taking her as booty. And I'm going to, whilst you're answering that, I'm going to find this particular point for you.
Alright, so stop. What you just said, yeah, it says the Prophet stayed with Safiyya for 3 days on the way to Khaybar. Yeah? 3 days.
So what?
3 days. So you said he's not compassionate, but 3 days.
Yeah, but she was a captive.
But you know how you're,
nice of
you know,
him.
you know what you're trying to do now. You know what you're trying to do.
No.
You're trying to base your logic of now
No,
or
I'm
back
not.
then.
No,
I'm not.
it's logic.
I'm
Stop,
not.
stop,
Kill
stop.
someone.
It's not
based on
social
that
media
logic.
and she's going to put up pictures of her
You
husband.
just
Like,
made-
I'm
their
breathing.
You just
family,
made a
you've got the
statement.
captive.
You just made a statement. You understand,
media,
which
it's
is
not
circular, because that's not what I meant at all.
So
What
what are you
I
saying?
meant was that if we accept that Muhammad is a prophet of Almighty God,
Which he is.
which he is, I'm
Sallallahu
saying,
alayhi wasallam.
wouldn't Allah, in His beneficence and His mercy, bestow a morality upon that man and a mercy upon that man? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Tell me again how you think it is acceptable for you, because remember, war wouldn't be deliberate, you understand? It's war because it's a means to an end, and it's something that has to be happen. Why, oh, for crying out loud, yeah? Why on earth would you then seek to take a woman who is a wife of a man that you've just killed? This is not me bringing it to present day standards. And by the way, this is what it says here. It says that Anas bin Malik says, we came to Kaiba when Allah bestowed the conquest of fortress on us. The beauty of Safiyya, daughter of Huay, was mentioned to him, the Prophet. And then it was said, her husband was killed, it says in brackets, in the battle, and she was a bride, which means that she was married. The Apostle of Allah then chose her for himself. Do you understand? He says he came out with her until we reached Sad al-Sawa, where she was purified, so he cohabited with her, which meant he had sex with her.
Okay, so can I explain now?
that correct?
No.
Is this correct?
No. Guess what? No.
Is it just correct
No.
or
I'm
not?
gonna give you the real version.
I'm just
No,
asking you.
No, I'm gonna give you the real
I'm
version.
asking you, is this true?
No, I'm gonna give you the real version.
So I'm just asking you, is it true or not?
No. That version, no. This version that I've got, yes.
So your
I'm
one's right,
gonna say
his
there's a few
one's
words. There's a few words not translated.
Anas bin Malik.
Listen.
Everything you have is right, his one's wrong.
to the
When it goes
comparison.
against you.
Listen to the comparison.
Listen, let me speak, please.
You're always looking for confirmation biases, but when it's delivered
Gary,
on
please, can
the
I get
other
a
way.
chance? Can I get a chance, Gary?
Yeah, but you ran off when I was trying to
When
give
you
you a
finish,
chance.
I'm going to leave you to Gary because
No, I have to
what
go
is
home.
made.
My brother.
Getting cold now.
Yeah, I want you to understand a few things first. Yeah, a few things first.
I don't know if I've got time, but like I'm going to take your spirit.
listen.
That's why I'll stay and listen.
I actually enjoy this, what we're doing right now. We're not shouting. We're very calm
would I?
and very collective.
Why would I?
Because we're
And
brothers.
this is
We're all
what
brothers,
this is,
that's
and
right.
this
We're all
is
brothers
how
here.
we're meant to be when we're dialoguing. I don't call it debating. I call it dialoguing. So now, in my version, it says Anas bin Malik, the Prophet, stayed with Safiyya
Hold on 1 minute,
bin,
please, yeah?
look, her full
Let me-
name,
I want to just follow it with you.
bin
Go on.
Huwayya, for 3 days on the way to Khaybar, where he consummated the marriage with her. Safiyya was amongst those who were ordered to use a veil. Now, I want you to understand something.
How does that differentiate from what I said?
Stop. Understand something.
Apart from the fact that she wore a veil.
I love the fact that some people they take little digs at Islam, as in they take things from.
Bruv, I'm not digging it.
No. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying you. I'm not saying you, my brother. I didn't mention you. I said people. I didn't. It was a general term.
You mean Gary? You mean Gary? I'm standing there.
So I'm not.
I
I'm
think
not saying-
Gary's more on point than I am because he immediately shows you references.
What
I go
I'm
by
saying-
my memory.
What I'm saying to you now, is Safiyya, even though this happened, she knew the consequences of war, because back in the day there was a way of war. So when war happened, women were more aware of what their surroundings. Now remember, you said that her husband was killed, and maybe a whole tribe was killed. Yes, this is a battle.
So
yes?
this is what it says here. In,
So now, should she be left by herself, or should she be taken?
Left by herself.
A woman should be left by herself.
Leave her alone.
How can she fend for herself?
I'm sure if a woman chose either to be
stop.
a slave or free, I think she should be free.
Stop. And then when other tyrant men come, they might even do worse to her. So the Prophet ﷺ,
Then protect her.
you said he was of moral character, yeah? He's highest moral character.
Yeah.
Listen to the moral character of the Prophet ﷺ.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to this. Let's go to this because sometimes we mention
I'd rather
things.
stick on this point.
No,
Because I want to see the morality of killers. Who would then
narrated
take
by Anas bin Malik as well, yeah?
a beautiful 17-year-old woman that
narrated-
was mentioned to him.
Okay,
And he said, you know what? I want her because she's beautiful.
No.
Send her to me.
Narrated by.
And they call that the
dialoguing.
booty.
Please give me a chance.
Yeah, we are.
Can I have a chance?
Yeah,
Because you're giving your points.
Yeah, but it
But can I
sounds
get
like you're
mine?
proselytizing.
No, I'm trying to give you
Okay.
something, please. It's narrated by Anas bin Malik, the same
Yes.
narrator, that he and Abu Talha came in the company of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Safiyya was accompanying the Prophet, who let her ride behind on her she-camel. During the journey, the she-camel slipped, and both the Prophet and his wife fell down. Abu Talha, thinks that Abu Talha came on the camel quickly, said, "O Allah's messenger, may Allah sacrifice for your sake. Did you get hurt?" The Prophet replied, "No, but take care of the lady." Abu Talha covered his face with his garment and proceeded towards her and covered her with his garment. And she got up. He then set up right on the condition of the she-camel, both of them. All right, yeah? That's what
What's your point?
No, this is my point. You said that he didn't have high moral character. When he dropped off his camel and the people ran to him, he said, go and check on the lady, his wife.
And is that how you determine morality and
No.
character?
I mean, I'm waiting for your punchline, but
Is that how
you
you
have to have done
determine
better
morality
than
and
that.
character? Because you see, let me just say very quickly, just so you're aware.
If you give me a chance?
Normally, just
Are you going to give me a
10
chance,
seconds.
or you just want to just put your
So
point?
I just kept quiet while she made that.
Yeah,
while she made that
and
point.
I'm not trying to explain that point to you now.
But you explained it.
I didn't. What did I say?
You just read it.
You-
What did I say?
you-
What did I say?
you read it.
You read it, now you're
all
gonna give
I
it
said
a
to you is
What did I
that
say?
ordinarily, I never debate Muslims. Yeah, never debate Muslims unless hear me a second, 10 seconds, unless it's on the origins of Islam. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because for me, Islam does not move beyond, Islam does not move beyond for me, Islam does not move beyond its origins as far as I'm concerned. So all of these stories, anecdotal or not, actually means and makes very little sense to me. I stood here and listened to you because, unlike Hyde Park, you seem pretty calm and you seem respectable. You understand, and you seem to have an idea of what you're speaking about. But that alone does not make me accept a religion that I say is steeped in. And you choose my words because I was going to say nonsensical belief. In fact,
no, that's what it is. Yeah,
but it is a nonsensical belief.
Yeah.
But that's my view. But it doesn't mean that my view is the world view because it's a different view to you. So you can have your view, and that's fine. I'm just saying that my view is totally different to you, and I don't accept, by the way, your definition of morality when applied to the Prophet.
No, what I'm saying to you is, like I said to you, if we're going to come back to our rationality of things, and how we look at things from a rational point of view. So, if a man goes to war, what kind of things happen in war?
We know what happens in war.
People die, yes?
Absolutely, they do.
So when people die, what happens to the women and children? Should they die as well?
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't die. Okay. So basically, yeah, women and children can get it. They don't even care anymore. But what I'm saying is, the Prophet, you said, is character. So if they had bad character, first thing they would have done is they would have sold her as a slave. Prophet ﷺ took her to himself.
Perhaps she wasn't black enough.
That's based on an assumption. There's no fact on what you just said.
So believe you me, on
So
another day,
it's throwing out.
we'll
It's
just-
even looked at as an insulting statement because you're basing it on.
Can I just say to you,
I could say you never cleaned yourself earlier.
whatever I
don't know.
whatever I say, I can back up not with my own words, but with religious scholarly work.
And
so
you
even
know-
though
you know
I say
as-
it,
and you know-
even though I say, give me
I
5
love
seconds and then
two
you
things.
can
I
come back in.
love two things.
Even though I can say it,
that's great.
even though I can say it,
Yeah.
understand that it's not my words. I would only quote to you words from religious scholars from that particular time.
And you know what's amazing, yeah? When somebody comes and they use the Quran or they use the Hadith in a way that it's not understood correctly in the context of it. So basically, what some people do is you just took a story from Safiyya and said, "Look at the Prophet, how he treated Safiyya." But if you ask, stop. Have you ever heard a hadith or a prophet, the woman Safiyya herself saying anything bad about the Prophet? Because if something's done wrong to somebody, if I do wrong to Gary
How
now,
would she have had permission to say anything?
She couldn't say anything.
To no one in secret.
Women in Muslim countries now can't open their mouth too tough.
Women can talk.
Yeah?
they can't talk.
Brother,
They can't
talk.
brother,
Women can
you
talk.
know
They
that's not
Women
true.
can talk in general. Just women.
No, they can't.
Women can't
They
talk.
can't. They can have the physical function.
Even at Speaker's Corner,
Are you
the
speak-
women are
stop,
standing
stop,
behind
stop,
the
stop,
husbands.
stop,
They don't
So
talk.
as men in the West, you're speaking for women in the other country.
No, I'm saying even based on experience here, women that are here, right? The
So
man's
this
here, the
Muslim
wife.
woman can't talk?
No, they don't come forward and talk.
Stop. I'm asking you a question. Muslim women cannot talk. That's what you both
No,
believe.
they do not go in debate.
Stop. What I'm trying to say to you is if a woman has been abused or she's been through some sort of trauma, there would be somebody that she confines in at a certain time. Yes or no?
I think that you're being disingenuous. I think you fully well understand what we mean when we say that women are not allowed to
So
speak.
this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say
you are.
to
You
you.
fully
So what I'm trying to
understand.
say
You
to you
know
now,
exactly what we're
what I'm
saying.
trying to say to you is you can't ever use a point of the story of Safiyya and how the Prophet got her.
Can I just say to you, there are countless stories that I can use. The reason I haven't used them is because I'm trying my damnness not to be disrespectful of the Prophet. You understand?
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yeah, and I say say that because I have that respect for Muslims generally speaking, and many of my family are also practicing Muslims. So I will not deliberately. Pardon?
Was you a Muslim?
I was Muslim. Everybody knows that I was Muslim.
I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't know.
Well, as I said to you.
So what happened? What happened?
Well, this is diversion again because we're speaking about the character.
No.
No, that's a private conversation.
No, I'm just asking. I thought it was brothers and I was talking. So I thought it was a dialogue.
Cameras rolling. That's a private conversation.
But there are other people.
Oh, so it's all about the camera? Or
No, you asked me. That's a personal question. Yeah, but that's a personal question.
We were speaking
and
about
your white boy ran away.
And the prophet's character.
You said to me.
And the prophet's character.
Your white boy accepted.
And I showed you hadith when he
You said to
treated
me that
Safiyya
I would
good.
only bring up the one story of Safiyya. I then pointed out to you that there are many stories.
That the prophet being good to his wives or high character? Which one? Show me.
I can bring up
Of his good character or bad character?
many stories of a character that I personally would call into question. But that is not the point, and I'll tell you why I won't do it. I'll tell you why I won't do it. Because my argument doesn't extend beyond the origins of Islam.
See, what's the origins of Islam to you?
Well, I mean, I've gone through this so
went
many
over
times.
He's been doing that
Yeah,
since
I've gone
Man in
through
the
this so many
cave,
times.
don't know this
Look,
man is-
I don't go
Grievous
beyond.
I've heard the
bodily
only
harm.
video say the man in the cave. That's the only
Run
thing I
away
heard
frightened,
people say, but,
terrified,
I don't have nothing
wife
to
had
say.
to calm him down. That's where it begins.
Yeah.
Did your wife ever calm you down?
A Christian.
He was frightened out
Did your wife ever
a
calm you
Christian,
down?
No.
a Christian,
Red herring,
So
red
if you
herring.
get upset, your wife will never
Sir,
calm you down.
Excuse me,
Well,
sir.
get upset about what? I'm always
A Christian, and tell me if this is the definition of irony. This is the definition of irony. A Christian inadvertently helped start Islam.
No, and you know what? This is because you know you're going to say something like that because you haven't understood anything. How many times did the angel Jibril come to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
No, we're talking about the first
Speaking
time.
about the first
No,
time.
so-called Gabriel.
Because
So-called Gabriel.
You know what? I know.
So-called
You know what's
Gabriel.
funny?
What?
Do you not know the chronological order of how everything happened?
It's
You're
the
not talking
cave. The cave's
chronological.
number
No.
one. It
It's
all
not-
starts
there
at
is
the
no
cave.
chronology. You're talking about.
So the Prophet, the first time he saw him was in the cave. That was it.
That's the cave. It
That's
all
what you
starts
lot
at the
believe.
cave.
Is that you don't believe?
No, this is what Aisha's telling us.
No, I'm asking you.
This is what
Is this-
Aisha's telling us.
Sir,
Listen to me.
I believe
let me
Aisha.
just say to you. Let me just say to you. There are many hadiths which have been subsequently written, after the demise of the Prophet, hundreds of years later.
And some of them are mawdud.
What they have done,
Some
what
of
they
them
have
are
done,
not fabricated.
what they have done, they have read the Quran.
Some of them are
Well, you
fabricated.
say some of them are fabricated, but
Some of them are
See,
weak.
no, but the
So
problem
you
we
have to know
is-
the authentic from
can
that.
I just say to you where your argument falls down, just for a second?
Just that time.
The Quran, according to you, is perfect. Yes or no?
It's perfect to you as well.
I'm asking. No, it's not perfect to me. Because if it was, I would have said that the Quran is perfect.
But
to
you
me,
was a
that's not
Muslim
what I
once,
said. Yeah. But hold on a second.
But you was a Muslim
No.
once.
But that is absolutely
So
true.
what happened? What made you turn Muslim
Right.
if Islam
Sir,
if the moral character of the Prophet is so bad?
let me tell you that this is diversion once again. Do you understand? But just for levity, I will say that I was like everybody else where you followed other people. But there comes a point whereby you have to start to think for yourself. But because of the religious vampirism, you understand, which exists within Islam and other religions as well, is that once you've been bitten, you're not allowed out into the metaphorical sunlight ever again. You've got to stay within the darkness of the religious orthodoxy,
The lightness, not darkness.
Thank you.
Lightness.
Yeah, lightness. Sorry, which has been.
You know what it
given to
seems like you're doing right now? This is
Yes.
what it seems. This is what it looks
Tell
like to
me.
me. It looks like for the camera, yeah. It looks like you're
Can I
doing it
just
for the
say to you,
camera. That's
first
one
and
thing.
foremost, let me just
Stop. Let
explain
me just
this.
talk. Let me talk. You
I
actually
said to these guys asked me, just one moment. These guys asked me to film, and I said I do not want them to film me. Listen, let me just make that. So you've just made a statement, which is untrue.
I've got way more statements. I've got way more statements I'm going to say.
Or
I've
he's
got
not telling the
way more
truth.
statements that I can make. And my statements are based upon what I'm perceiving now. What I'm perceiving. So I'm saying, for instance, it looks like for the camera, you're saying.
He just told you the camera
You said
person
religious
said that.
vampirism and this, and when you're
It is.
bitten, and
It is.
you see all of this.
Are you saying if the camera wasn't here, he wouldn't have said what you said?
No. Listen to me. What I'm saying to you is, you see all using religious vampirism and all this.
Sir,
but
that's
you said it
exactly what it is to me.
No,
I said
it's
that
not.
before.
You said it before, no
to
cameras.
you.
Sir, this is how I speak.
To you.
Sir, this is how I speak.
That's to you.
You understand? And you know the thing is, what you're doing, you start off yeah, with the veneer of reasonability, and then
And
the
now your
minute you
tempo's
start to
rising up.
become questioned, you understand? It's almost as if you've shut yourself off in a soundproof room,
use
and
that
all you're
tool.
surrounded by is your religious narcissism. I'm not accepting that. I've told you that you can believe whatever you wish to believe. I'm not knocking what you believe. I'm saying that I don't believe it.
I'm not trying to push it on you.
Okay.
I never came here to do that.
Okay.
I've not once said
You
to
did
you.
it to me though. You
Gary,
told me to
leave
take
me
my.
alone, Gary,
Shut
please.
up. Didn't you tell me to do
Gary,
that?
please,
You
please,
took
please,
my
leave
hand.
me alone. Please leave me alone.
You told me to do
Leave
that,
me
did you?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone, please.
Did you tell me to do that? Yes or no?
Please, Gary.
You're smiling. Yeah,
allow
you told me
me,
to do that.
Can you allow me?
See, you come after
Can
me
you
though.
allow me? Can you
Yeah,
allow
go
me?
on, go on, go
Can
on,
you
go
allow me?
on, go on.
What I'm saying to you is, you was talking about the Prophet's wife. Yeah. May Allah have mercy on her. Yeah. And you was talking about how the Prophet got married to her. Yes. And you said the moral character. This is what I'm saying. Because we deviated, we lost a lot of good.
No, it wasn't. Can I just be very clear?
So-
What happened? It's not what you said. It was the man. You go on, Rog. Yeah, look after yourself, yeah? All right, Rog. What was said, the Muslim brother who was next to you, you understand, cast aspersions upon Jesus Christ. He then said to me, I'm just regurgitating this so we're clear, he then said that Jesus was out of order because he referred to his mother as a woman. You understand? And I said, you're offended by that? And it was in that context that I brought up Safiyya and asked him, would he also be offended by that? That's how it was brought up. But brother, listen, I'm going to have to run. You understand? It was good speaking to you. I like your spirit. You understand? And we just keep it.
I think I'd do more research.
Excuse me?
Do more research because you seem like you're a very knowledgeable person.
My research is 33 years deep. Yeah.
Still do more. You can never get too much knowledge.
So going around speaking to religious scholars, literally,
going,
sir. Let me just tell you, just so you're aware, religious scholars, literally all
When do you
over the
become
world.
learned? When do you become a learned person?
Sir, you have a great time, and yeah, Ramadan Mubarak.
It's gonna rain.
Ever rolling out then?
Yeah, let people rain. No, it's not working. It's not working.